Does the idea of choosing new estate agent software make you want to run to the dentist and have surgery? If it does, that's weird because dental surgery is horrible, but I completely understand. With so many options out there and all the conflicting advice on the internet, it can be very intimidating and confusing. The last thing you want to do is make a mistake and then be stuck with a piece of software that was meant to help you, but instead all it does is make more work and cause untold amounts of frustration. With this, and you of course in mind, we have created a list of things we think you should know before you pick estate agent software for your company. Number one, and by far the most important factor to consider, is the benefits to you, your team, and your agency's future. The fastest and easiest way to discover what the benefits are of a particular software is to have a good look at what's in it for you. What will this software do for me? That is the question you need to ask yourself. At Respacio, we have thought a lot about this and have designed our software to be benefit heavy. But okay, Phil, what are these benefits you claim Respacio will give me? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you. Using Respacio will skyrocket your sales and rentals, win you more instructions than any of your competitors, optimize your marketing strategy and budget, supercharge your profit line, bring more referrals to the business than you could have ever imagined, and eventually secure personal and financial freedom for you, your family, and your team. If that sounds like a tall order, it is, but an achievable one with the right tools, a great attitude, and unwavering persistence. Number two, features. Make sure the estate agent software you choose has the right features to match your business needs. Not just a big laundry list of features that might be useless to you. Real features that will actually help day to day, not gimmicks that seem cool and helpful, but in reality are not. 4 of the features we think are the most important and deserve the most scrutiny when making your decision are automations, integrations, pipelines, and customizability. So what do we mean by these 4 things? Well, let me explain. Automations are important because, let's be honest, software is meant to make life easier for you, and the easiest way for it to do that is by automating as many tasks as possible. So make sure the software you're looking at has incredible automation capability. Like for instance, with Respacio, you can send acknowledgement emails to new inquiries 24/7 and add their requirements to the pipeline. Move deals through pipelines and notify team members as required. Send drip email campaigns to different marketing groups and automatically detect responses. When valuations or viewings are booked, the system will send iCal invitations to the clients and even remind them just before the appointment's coming. All this and much, much more can be done in the background by the Respacio automation engine. So do yourself a favor and make sure you compare what each system can do automation-wise. You will thank me down the line. Integrations are becoming almost a deal breaker nowadays with all the different software people are using to run their companies. If those different programs can't speak to each other, it is always a complete disaster. In other words, the integration list or the integration capability is paramount to your success in the short and the long term. Respacio is designed with what's called an API, or Application Programming Interface. I know, stop with all the boring techie talk. All that means is that the system can speak to almost every other software out there. So integrating Respacio with such systems as calendars, emails, social media, and instant messaging is all possible at the touch of a button. And if there's other software you use, we'll integrate with that too. Our motto for integrations has always been, if you want it, we will find a way. Usually you can find information about the integrations of software somewhere on their website. So have a good look and make sure you are covered. Pipelines. Now, pipelines are the shining star of our CRM, and we have gone all in on them. Basically, a pipeline is any progression in your business laid out in a left to right workflow pattern and separated into a series of stages. Maybe it's easier if I show you. So as you can see on the screen, this is a buyer pipeline for initial inquiries. When the inquiry is made, the deal appears here. We haven't been able to get a hold of the prospect to qualify them, so we send them one last email and move the deal across to waiting for response. The system watches and waits for a response. If there isn't one, a drip email campaign starts of what we call chaser emails. Once the client responds, the system detects it and then moves it along to review response, and the assigned team member is notified. As you can see, the farther the prospects get into the progression, the further along they go. And you can create as many pipelines as you want for buyers, renters, and vendors. Now, unfortunately, we don't have time today to go any further in depth, but you can probably now see how pipelines work and how they will benefit you. There's that word again, benefit. These pipelines can be set up for each process in your agency, and at the beginning, it's a blank canvas, so you get to create them according to how you work. And the greatest part, as an owner, you can see all the deals at a glance, like a high-octane dashboard view of your business. That brings us to the last of our list of non-negotiable features, customizability. This is so important because how could one software program work for every single estate agency? The answer is it wouldn't. It's impossible. Every agency is unique and have their own way of doing things. Make sure that if you're going to commit to a software change and spend a great deal of time and money making that change, that you will end up with a system built around you and your team's processes. The team at Respacio have taken this very seriously, and we believe we have the most customizable real estate CRM on the market today. Add, hide, or rename any fields in a contact or property record. Create any amount of workflow pipelines with bespoke stages, automations, and events. Display measurements in metric and imperial and choose the default for your system. Do the same with currencies if you are international. I could go on and on about this, but that's for another video, another time. So there's a lot more to go over, like cost benefit, cloud software versus on-premise software, customer support, and a host of others. We are, unfortunately, out of time for today. But if you're seeing this on YouTube, then there's a link in the description to our article, 10 things to look for when choosing estate agent software. And if you're viewing this on our website, in the article itself, enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and I hope it helped you make the right decision about your estate agent software. Remember, if you want to book a demo, all you have to do is invest 30 minutes of your time, and you get a 14-day free trial to see the program for yourself. Click the link in the description that says book your demo now.